Right guys, how's it going? Got the brakes fitted, and I've got to say they look really, really good. So we've got new discs, got the floating type discs on here. These are the Hope ones. I've got them as part of the package, so you can basically add the brakes, all the accessories, the hoses, the whole lot, levers, and brake discs. It's pretty good. Chain reaction cycles I've got them from, and they literally came like next day, so that's really, really good. So yeah, you can see the calipers on here. A couple of people have been saying remove these spacers so that you actually get more contact point on the disc, so maybe I'll try that, I don't know. Everything's installed really nicely anyway, no problems. And on the back we've got this caliper on here. Now I didn't change the brake disc on the back for the moment because, yeah, it was mainly because the wires basically come out from the motor. I had some issues originally with these little bolts coming out, and what happened, they actually, one of them popped out so far that it actually nicked the wire on the motor, like the 3-phase wire, but also you've got these very thin hall sensor wires in there. One of my hall sensors, basically one of the sets of wires for the hall sensors just completely shredded. I think it was like 2 wires that just shredded, so I had to move on to the other set of hall wires, which actually were fine in the end. So it's actually pretty good that that you get 2 sets of hall wires with these motors, because that would have been a nightmare. I would have had to take the wheel apart or motor apart, and it's just not fun at all. So this disc isn't as great, but when it wears out, I'll just change it over to the I'll change it over to one of the floating ones. But I mean, these brakes are just superb. Let's have a look at the levers. So here's the levers here, if it's going to focus on it. Yeah, so the brake levers are just the best. They're so kind of good quality. You know, there's no movement on the actual levers or anything like that. They're a complete different world to the cheapy levers that you get for the e-brakes. Now I haven't got a switch in there, so this doesn't actually control the regen braking. And so what I've done is I've actually routed it to this switch here, which wasn't actually doing anything before. I'm not even really sure what the S&P means. Someone will probably tell me in the comments. But basically what I've got now is I've got, when that's switched on, that will just basically, it's as if the brakes are being pulled in the normal sort of setup. So it just closes the brake switches on the speed controller, which stops the bike from actually flying off when you've got it turned on, and you know, you don't want to actually have the motor working at all. It's my little dog going for it. So this is really straightforward to set up because there's just 2 wires that go off into here. I've got the side on, so I can't show you. And I just, on the speed controller, I just got the e-brake wires joined front and back together the same way round, obviously. I think they're like purple, the wires, purple and black. So I made sure that they were exactly the same polarity in the switch going together, and then I joined them just to this switch, the 2 wires of this switch, just with like a little terminal block. Yeah, so what that allows you to do is basically just, you know, disable the bike, as I was saying, completely. So when you've got it turned on, you can actually have this depressed in, and then nothing's happening. So you completely disable. Now that's a really good safety feature in my kind of book, really, because you know, you don't, when you come up to traffic lights and things like that, you really don't want to have you know, your power switched on and everything like that. The other thing I've noticed as well, before I actually had this switch wired up, what would happen is I'd turn the bike on, and the controller takes a little while to boot up. So if you've got the throttle turned slightly, you could find yourself like launching up the road, you know, when the controller kicks in. That's if you kind of getting to sort of go in a hurry, which, you know, I tend to be doing that quite a lot. So this is good extra feature. It's a bit annoying having to push that in when you're braking to engage the regen, but perhaps I'll find another kind of way of, you know, doing that. Or maybe there's a sensor going to be available for these, or maybe some new levers with sensors. I might speak to Hope about that, because that would be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, for now that just disables everything, and then I need to reset this. It's one of the things about cycling analysis, you've got to reset it every time. You know, so you get a reading each time. I'm terrible for doing this, and I get halfway out the road and I'm like, oh no, haven't reset it. But yeah, that's all good. So it's looking really nice. Oh yeah, I've got these just a little mud guard for the back. They put this on, and just, yeah, it just stops a bit of spray. And this one at the front, somebody said that's the wrong way around, but I'm not sure. Right guys, we're rolling. Last time I was worried about the audio coming out on the GoPro, but it turned out alright in the end, so I'll do the same again. Right, ready to go then. So I'm going to go somewhere different this time and take you on a little rip, show you what this little bad boy can do. So I've got my lock on, my sort of throttle inhibitor thing, got that on there, so not moving, not doing anything like that. Get sorted out, ready to go. So let's undo that, off we go. I don't know if you'll be able to hear like the bike, the actual noise of the motor, because last time you could hear like a little whoop. Now it's a lot quieter and it's a lot smoother, but there's still a little noise there, which is like just, I suppose, just how they work. I don't think there's a completely silent one, but anyway, let's go. Yeah, these brakes feel great, really good. They just feel so much better. You know, before it was kind of these horrible flappy levers, and you know, it was just didn't really feel like that confidence inspiring. Anyway, I'm going to shut up for this guy. Thanks, mate. Go through it. I don't know if it was worth coming off the bike for, but funny look there. Don't usually see a mountain bike guy with a crash helmet. That's what happens most of the time. When I first got these brakes, I thought, yeah, they feel good, but they didn't feel like kind of, you know, huge braking performance over the top of the little cable Avids that I was. What's this noise? Yeah, like the little cable Avid brakes that I was using, but. And I was kind of like, well, why are people saying, oh, they're so much, you know, so much better? But when you try it, and if you haven't really done this stuff before, and you go from cable to hydraulics, one thing I will say is that it's just solid braking. No matter how fast you're going, it's the same braking force. So I can brake hard, but not lock that back wheel up. But if I want to lock the back wheel up, I can. It's just, you know, I don't really want to do that, but. It's possible to do it on the lowest power setting now, so that's quite good. Reasonable force. I've got it set to about 60 amps. I think I might need to turn it up a little bit. Yeah, because it's quite icy. It's kind of icy at the moment. It's winter, isn't it? So I didn't put too much force on that. About 50-60 amps, I think it is. And then, you know, it's to see how I'd get on. But it's quite nice. It just assists the back brake a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's going to you know, spew out or do anything sort of, you know, dodgy. So yes, it kind of works pretty well. But I'd only get about, it's only showing about I don't know, 5 or 6 amps, something like that. I came through here the other day and there was a whacking great fire just right there, and it was really sort of surreal because it was pitch black, freezing cold, nothing's around here, and then there's just like a fire. But of course there's a house there, so there's the fire, remains of the fire there. Yeah, this is the airfield. So yeah, they've got a flight school over here and the air ambulance as well, which I've videoed before. I've recorded that taking off. It looks really good. But yeah, this is so close to my house as well. I'm thinking I should just get some flying lessons. Another thing. But yeah, I've always wanted to do that. I had a lesson once, just like a birthday present was given to me, and I went up and it was absolutely amazing, but at the time there's no way I would have been able to afford lessons or anything like that, so I thought I'd just leave it till I'm a bit older. And well, yeah, I'm older now, so there you go. I don't think Sarah would be very happy though. She's not very happy about small aircraft. You hear a lot of disasters, don't you? But the thing is, it's also, these are quite old as well. The thing is, you've got to think that they've actually been flying a long time and they've been through a lot, so they're well tested. And also, if you're in a fixed wing plane, it's going to be a lot better than being in a helicopter. If things go wrong in a helicopter, you're pretty much stuffed. At least with a fixed wing, I mean, that could probably land on not very much strip at all, and you probably get out alright. That's what I like about fixed wing stuff. Anyway, there you go guys, bit of the airfield. This is like an industrial estate down here, so it's a bit boring, but those of you who've watched my other video, you notice I had the mirror on this side. I had to change it over to this side now because, well, this throttle turn it to this side, and obviously the whole thing twists around and the mirror go up and down, which is really good. I really like these mirrors though. I don't want one that kind of comes up and it's just right over the top. It just looks a bit rubbish. But this is working, angled the right direction. I'm getting used to just looking left now and just looking down there. Just ridiculously cold. My fingers get so cold anyway. This is where this is useful, just turn that on, just keeps you safe for a minute while you work out what you're doing. And then, not a great place to cross it. I'm going to love this up here and take a couple of minutes to get out there. Love it when it's like this, dry, cold, doesn't matter it's a bit damp, a few leaves about. Haven't actually been up here since it got cold and wet. Need to go around here, mate. The wheels finished. Really want to go through the mud too much, but looks like I've got no choice. Oh, it loves a little spin up on the back though. Hopefully the mud guards will do their job. Right, where are we going to go? I want to get back to that long strip back up there. Oh yeah. Bit of spinach going on. Oh, this is great around here. That's probably it down there. Let's have a look down here anyway. Wish I was more experienced and I could fly around here and give you a really good video. This is still pretty cool though. Shows you what you can do. Ah yeah, I know where I am. I've been down this route before. I'm going to spin back round. Let's spin back round and then go down that long strip and see if I can get some speed up. Let's have a quick inspection. Yeah, everything's looking sort of alright, ain't too muddy. My hands, God, I'm so glad I've ordered those heated gloves, because this is hell for me. I get such bad cold hands. It's like something to do with like Reynolds or something, I swear. Right. Loving this is so cool. Wow, nice little wheel spin there. This is the only thing I think with these speed controllers, they've not really got any like torque control, because it will just try and unload whatever you put through it. Don't know if anyone else knows anything about this sort of stuff, but this is what I'm finding, like, because it's limited to current or phase current, it'll just try and reach that based on the throttle. So there's no like, if the wheel starts to spin, you've had it basically. It's sort of spinning now, you can feel it underneath you just spinning up, but you know, it works well. feel like this is what this bike's actually made for. Apart from that, and the other thing is, it's because it's quite heavy. You can't handle it like an actual mountain bike. I could probably just about handle it if it was a. This is not going to be good. The slightest little movements and it's just spinning up all over the place. I'm gonna get covered. Perhaps I shouldn't have come this way. Those of you will probably start digging me out about this if you don't think I'm gonna turn the power off. Probably should have stuck to the edges. At least it's not too heavy. Maybe the mud will actually help give me some grip. Ah. I think powering through is probably the best idea. Those of you who do like motocross riding or something like that are going to be like, this guy's an idiot. He has not got a clue. Whoa! There's your example. Not having a clue. Now, oh my God. Right, I've had enough of this. I need to get back on the road. Well, I feel like I'm learning something because I've never done riding like this before, not in anything like this heavy. I feel like it's testing my ability. So it's a bit more friendly. Watch me to get some. And we are back. Call that a day, I think. When I say call that a day, I mean call that particular field a day. So I'm hoping that this memory card's got enough storage on it. It's a 16 gig one. I just looked at the time on it. It's only showing 52 minutes in total. It's going to be a blinking long video. I'm sure I'll cut some bits out. So I basically just come back the same way as I came in. So not sure if I'll put that in. I might put it in. But it might be a bit boring. I'm going to do the track again, the one that I did at the beginning. I might just see at this place up here, because my hands are freezing. I just need something to put my hand. There we go. This is a nice little farm shop that they've got. It's a bit late. Ooh, not sure. That's what it's supposed to look like. Not nice and squeaky clean, but dirty. Right, that's better, guys. Oh god, my hands, they were so cold. They were literally like, oh, they were almost like pruny. They were so cold. Weird. Not good at all. Right, it's getting a bit darker now, so let's turn on the lights. This is wicked, this light. It's so good. I got this from, I remember I got it from Amazon, but it basically runs off 9 volts. You get this little lithium polymer battery pack with it. But obviously, sort of, because I've got the power in here, I just wired it to a, what did I do? Yeah, that's right. I used a 12 volt regulator, and then I chained off another regulator off of that to get 9 volts. So I've got 2 circuits in here, a 9 volt and a 12 volt for accessories, which is really cool. And it's just so damn bright. It's really, really good. And then I've just got this like little rechargeable light on the back here, which does the job. It's not too bad, but a bit of mud off of here. That's the muddiest ride I think I've had for a while. Right, let's get on the road then. GoPro should be alright in this light. Shouldn't be too bad. I think I've got about 15 minutes left on the GoPro SD card, so let's make it quick. Brakes are nuts, absolutely crazy. Get a sunset tonight, I'm not sure. Stand by for the dogs. Put it into low power mode. Hey, hello. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Dodgy old bend, this one. mud and stuff stuck on that mud guard. A bit reckless. Whoa, back wheel slid dead. I haven't even looked at how many amps I've used. 13 amp hours. It's basically like nothing. Not usually that rude. Forgot to say hello. So this is the downside of having regen on here. If I had it on there, then it would be breaking every time, so I'm just forgetting to use it at the moment. Getting to the habit of using it just on roads and normal slowing down would be a lot better.